Back, Bruce Porter joins us now for this week's Dollars and Cents, and always good to see you, Bruce.
Good to see you.
All right, now, you have some advice today about people looking toward retirement, kind of protecting or what you need to do in those final years before retirement.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's important. You got to plan your retirement.
Yeah.
So let's say we're 10 years away from retirement.
All right.
What should we focus on? Well, there's three things that I've kind of identified recently with some customers that really, when you think about it, they can really help you in the long run when you're in retirement.
Okay, I would
right?
think number one goal is keep as much money as you can so you have a good retirement.
So when you're retired, how do you do that?
That's the question.
You create tax-free income.
Oh, that's the best kind.
Oh, if you can create tax-free income.
Legal tax-free income.
That's right. If you can do that, it'll put less pressure on your Medicare Parts B and D.
Yeah.
Because if your income's too high, what happens? You pay more money for Medicare.
You pay more somewhere.
So what happens if you make too much money in retirement to your Social Security? You get taxed on your Social Security.
It's going
with
out.
your provisional income, right?
So how can you hedge your bets here?
Well, here's what I think you ought to do. You ought to consider the advantages of Roth IRA. So if you're sitting on a big chunk of qualified money, as you can, with you and your tax person, convert part of that to Roth IRAs. Now, as you do that, money in a Roth grows tax deferred. Money that you take out of a Roth comes out tax free. So in your retirement era, if you're drawing a little bit of income from your IRA, that's taxable. If you're drawing income from your Roth IRA, that's non-taxable. So it's going to help you overall create less taxable income in retirement, which is going to maybe put more money in your pocket.
That kind of seems like a no-brainer.
Right. Well,
Okay, Roth, okay.
Let me give you another idea.
Oh, all right.
All right. So we got 10 years to go. So why don't we max out our contributions to an HSA, a health savings account? Now, contributions that go in, you either do it pre-tax through payroll deduction, or you make a contribution and it's a tax deductible contribution. Now, when your money is setting in your HSA and you get sick or you've got a prescription bill or you've got a copay, you can take money out of your HSA tax-free and you can pay for those medical expenses. Now, you have to pay for medical expenses with your HSA money.
Yes.
All right.
But
now,
so often that is one of the biggest expenses that anybody faces later in life.
well, when we're retired, what happens? Our health usually gets worse, not better, as we age.
Right.
So if you've got a chunk of money laying in an HSA that's tax-free, you can access that money and pay those copays without taking money out of your pocket and do it. Take that tax-free money out so that you can pay for those expenses. Now, it rolls over from year to year. So if you don't use it, you still retain it. Now, let's say that we're 65 years old and we're retired and we've got this money in our HSA and we want to take it. So what's the deal with that? Well, if we take it, it's going to be treated as ordinary income because we're going to take it as essentially an extra retirement account.
Right.
But then at age 72, there's tax advantages and a possibility of getting that money tax-free even after the fact.
Okay.
So there's lots of advantages to an HSA that we have to investigate as we approach this magical retirement date, right? So if we got 10 years to go, we've got to continue to tweak our retirement plan to make it the best for us. And what's the last thing we need to do? We got 10 years to go. We got to reduce debt as rapidly, as quickly as possible.
Get rid of it all.
Prepare for retirement. You don't want to go into retirement with any debt. Debt-free with sustainable monthly income and as much of it tax-free as possible would be great.
That's the best equation of all.
Absolutely.